everyone. In today's video, let's talk about stress and how to actually solve the root cause that is causing that particular stress. We usually look at only the surface of the problem and try to solve the surface problem, but the real culprit lies very, very deep. And we work on that culprit, especially during coaching. We work on that depth so that the situations are solved for a longer period of time and that change in your life remains sustainable. So, what I'm going to talk in this video, I'm going to talk from the experiences that I have had during coaching clients with the yoga psychology knowledge that I have just started learning and the biological facts that we are already aware of. So, I will not be using a lot of medical terms or terminologies. I'll keep the video very, very simple in language, but we will try to work it out in the longer run. So I'm trying to express what I have seen people do when they feel stressed, or even I have seen myself do it when I am stressed, and how that does not actually solve the problem, but we feel like the problem is being solved. And there is this weird thing happening with me that I'm having a slip of tongue now and again. So excuse me for that. Will not be pausing the video if I make a blunder here and there. It is just too much to break the flow of the video just because I had a slip of tongue. So starting with this, that stress is actually a state of imbalance, and our body is very well aware of what balance is for our body. And whenever we are getting off balance, our body has a way of responding to that particular situation. So it can be either through some physical changes in your body that you can see, but before you see the physical changes, a lot of changes start happening at the level of your emotions and at the level of your thoughts as well. So now we live in such a fast paced world that we are sometimes not able to observe the changes at the level of thought, especially, but at the level of emotions, yes, you will see the changes. And what do you will be doing in that particular situation determines a lot. For example, someone is trying to lose weight from a very long period of time, right? And that person just does not like the way he looks or she looks and is trying to lose a lot of weight. And what this person has a habit of is of emotional eating. When a lot of emotions are being triggered and the person is overwhelmed, instead of sitting with those emotions and seeing what are these emotions trying to tell me, some of us are conditioned to actually eat our emotions, to put it inside, to keep it within ourselves, because we might believe in certain things that showing your emotions is not a good thing, or expressing your emotions is not a good thing. So you might repress and suppress a lot of that. So you can see this in your life, that if you have the habit of emotional eating, or if you have a habit of binge eating, like binging on things after a while, just putting something in your mouth, you might also have the habit of eating up your emotions and not working on your emotions, saying that, oh, my emotions are enemies, they just make me feel so uncomfortable, so not let me not address them. So brushing it under the carpet or anything. I've seen people saying emotions are waste of time. There was somebody who commented, said that why do we give so much importance to emotions? And emotions have their place, otherwise the creator would have not made it. So we need to learn to use them as signals given by our body and our system, to listen to them and to work accordingly, right? So they are neither foreign elements, and neither they are the elements that we should just keep on chewing on those things and feeling like a victim. We somewhere need to come in between and see, okay, they are useful and learn to honor them. And it will not just happen that today you saw my video and you suddenly started honoring your emotions, but it will happen when you consciously say that, yes, my emotion of anger has helped me when things were not fair, or my emotion of anger has helped me when I didn't want to tolerate something and that was happening, and that emotion told me that this is something that you cannot tolerate. So when you see that it was useful in your life, and when you see that yes, it was required for me to know this, that is the time when you will really start honoring your emotions. So that is the initial part. This is the root cause. A person who's actually trying to lose weight, but the person has the habit of eating up their emotions and not processing them and not working with them. So now this person, what is the skill that they need to learn? Is this skill. Will it be learned in one day? No, it will not be learned in a single day. But when the person works towards this, when the person understands, okay, now for me to release certain things that I have been holding on, or to learn how to express my emotions in a better way, I need to start working on them. So when the person starts this process, the way this person's body shows up in the world also changes. And I have seen this in front of my eyes when I am working with my clients, or when I worked with my coach. So this difference is very, very clearly visible for the people who see this, right? So this was one of the examples of coping with stress. And food, we feel, is a very harmless addiction, but it is very, very harmful. If you have been doing that for a very long period of time, you will see your body actually developing diseases around it. So here, the way to deal with this particular stress was not to actually get on some fancy diets, or to just torture yourself into doing things that you don't want to, but to actually have some compassion for yourself and say that, okay, I am feeling something. Let me see what I'm feeling. Let me feel what I'm feeling, and see what my emotions have to tell me. So this was the way of actually dealing with that particular stress. And it is so difficult when we are in that overwhelming situation, and that time we don't realize all of those things. But now when we are aware, now when we are able to look at it, that is the time when it will make more sense. Second thing is that you might be in a very high pressure job, in your office, at your workplace, or many challenges coming your way. And that time, just pretending or saying, oh, I'm strong, and all of that, and not actually looking into it, what attention your body needs, what capabilities does your mind and your system needs to build. Instead of building those capabilities, if you move towards saying, no, no, just this body can take it, this body can just take it, and you're not actually doing anything about it, but you're just saying, it will not work. But yeah, what really works for the people who are in high pressure situations, or who have to deal with stressful situations now and again, is saying one thing, is that everything is figure outable. Everything can be figured out. Yes, every problem can be solved. That is half part of the solution, like I was saying. The rest half of the solution is, for me to solve that particular problem, what skills, capabilities, and capacity do I wish to develop? Like, if you say that I'm not going to take care of my health, and I want to put my whole mind body system into a high pressure situation, and this body should be able to handle that, it is illogical for the body to do that. But if you're saying that, yes, I'll be able to figure that out, and I am willing to take care of my body, because this body is going to take care of so many things that I will be doing in that high pressure situation. So, the first part definitely gives you a lot of mental strength when you say that, yes, this can be figured out, it is manageable, and then you step into it, you will see that you have developed a better mechanism to actually explore the stress, instead of breaking yourself and saying this is going to be so hard. Instead of that, you will just say that, let's see, let's explore, I'm curious, let's figure it out. And on the other hand, you're also developing the capabilities of doing it, the capacity of doing that, so you'll be able to in fact thrive in that stressful situation. So both of which involves a healing journey, a journey where you commit yourself to explore yourself. And what we are doing is that we are doing all other things, but we are skipping the self exploration part, and that is the root cause of your stress. Self exploration is not always just a spiritual thing that only somebody who is interested in spirituality only when somebody is interested in personal development, only they should be doing it. That's not true. Self discovery, self exploration is a part of everybody's being. It is naturally there. And when you don't allow yourself to actually um, tap into that particular part where you're willing to explore yourself, and you are always shutting it up by saying that this is not important right now. Right now what is important is my job. Right now what is important is are my children. Right now what is important is something else. But you're never really looking at that thing inside of you which is needing of your attention right now, and then saying that, oh, I am prioritizing others, I'm such a great person. That's not true. Usually people hide under this blanket of prioritizing others over them, and they do this just because, okay, so if they sacrifice this for their children, or if they sacrifice this for somebody else is going to say that, oh, you're a good person, great person. Some achievement, some social reward, some reward is there which says that, oh, you are good enough. And that does not let you tap into the feeling of not being good enough. So, this is a space of self discovery where you get to see a lot, to explore a lot, to look at possibilities a lot, and your life is a complete process of renewal and transformation from that point. It is no more a monotonous, boring, ordinary kind of life. It's a very different kind of life then. And your ability to deal with situations, with yourself, with stresses, everything changes once you commit yourself towards the process of self discovery. And if you feel that, yes, this is going to be something that is beneficial for me, you can definitely book a call with me. And this is like a free discovery call where you can have a conversation with me, and we can see if self discovery is something that will really, that you are interested in, and then we can see if we can work together like coach and a client. And I would love to facilitate that for you. So if you're interested, then you can find the link in the description. Hope to see you. Bye bye.